Alrighty. Oh, sounds like Anita's might be having audio issues again.
Uh-oh. Oh no. No Des.
In a row.
I had trouble with my D&D game last week with Skype. For some reason, I couldn't hear anything. They couldn't hear me, and I'm like, damn you, Skype, with your, oh, do you mind if we just do this update? I'm like, there's a reason I don't like Skype.
Yep. Alright. So while Anita gets her audio sorted.
I think it's fixed.
Oh, yay.
Yay!
Alright.
You might not die.
I keep still making decisions about that.
So last game you guys did a little bit of investigating around the village you had found. The lovely little village of Eldham. Where something was not quite right. Everybody seemed cheerful enough and happy enough, but some investigating and some talking to Robert indicates that these people have certain cultish tendencies. Robert explained he felt really bad, but when you guys found him, he had run from his village. But then he ended up getting captured and brought back, and now he figures that it's just inevitable. And the reason he had run is because he had drawn the wrong stone in the lottery. Apparently, every full moon, the people of this village sacrifice somebody via lottery to the whatever being is responsible for their crop's prosperity. A somewhat magical prosperity that you guys did experience. So it's not just, needless mumbo jumbo. There is something going on with the crops here. But Robert seemed to think that since you guys were here, generally speaking, the village sacrifices outsiders before they sacrifice people from the village. So he felt really bad, but, it's either you or him sort of thing. For whatever reason, you guys have decided to stick around.
Unlimited source of willpower?
Whether it's for willpower or to try to fix this village or lay claim to this village.
Culdy wasn't there last week.
Yeah.
We were lacking our common sense meter.
Yeah. But you had taken a job from the village to deal with some sort of monster in the swampy lands to the northwest of them. Mainly because you guys are kind of desperate for some coin and you wanted to get out of the village so you could rest without having to keep one eye open.
And XP.
And XP.
Stupid.
And XP.
Yeah. So you did journey out into the swampy area where you were accosted by some lizard folks, some saurians, who made it very clear after some discourse that they would be willing to help you kill the humans in the village. All you had to do was get rid of your human. They seem to have a real hatred for, not for you guys in particular, just for humans in general, particularly Desi.
Yeah.
You guys decided not to group up with the lizards and jumped into an attack on them. Things started going a little bit downhill, but with a mighty swing from her sword, Desi decapitated the leader, and the rest of the saurians made off deeper into the swamps, but not before they had seemingly seemed to call forth what you anticipate or what you expect to be the monster of the swamps, which is this very large, quadrupedal, armored reptile, probably about the size of 2 draft horses, with a tail strong enough to knock down some of the trees that were in the path as it lumbered forth into the area that you're in. It does not look friendly. Thanks to some magic from Okatai, you managed to get Desi patched up so she can take another hit or two. But this creature is not very far off. And you will notice that I redrew the zones on this map just to make it a little bit more a more dynamic, a little bit better range options.
Oh,
it's like a herbivore.
it's an ankylosaurus.
It is an ankylosaurus.
There's an eye in there.
It is
The terror of the village is grass-eating cow.
ankylosaur. Ankylysaur.
Grass-eating turtle? Grass-eating turtle, rather?
With a warhammer for a tail.
With with like a warhammer for a tail.
Look at the bones.
Yes, and all of the saurians have decided to GTFO out of here after you killed their leader.
Cowards.
And just once more to clarify, this is an animal, not a monster.
This is an animal, not a monster.
I want that so bad.
I will try to see if it's tamed, and if it's not, you can have it now. If it's tamed, you can have it later.
Can I get rid of the sleepy condition?
Yes, everybody got a rest except for Okatai.
All right, let's see someone pull their best Chris Pratt.
No.
Now, the interesting thing about issuing commands to an animal is you need to be within short range of it.
Dope. That's same hex, right?
It's 1 hex away.
1 hex away. Okay.
Is Culdy with us, or is he back at the village?
Why don't we say that during the fight with the Saurians, Culdy kind of woke up, said, "Oh shit, I'm late," and
And watched you fight and didn't get involved.
Yeah.
There it is.
Don't blame him.
Sounds like Culdy.
He's kind of itty bitty for that sort of thing.
So I have a high empathy, but no animal handling.
I have a very high animal handling and no empathy.
Well, my empathy is 6, and my animal handling is 0. So
You got your empathy in my animal handling.
you got your animal handling and my empathy.
But yes, this creature has basically come through the trees and everything of this swampy area, and it does. Like I said, it doesn't look necessarily aggressive, but it also doesn't necessarily look friendly.
So my plan would be to let it come a bit closer, because I don't want to try to tame it from inside the water.
Mm-hmm.
And when it has crossed that little bit of water, I'll try to see what I can do, and then we can react accordingly.
Okay.
Oh, ready an arrow as this is all going on.
And I'll warn you of my plan. Like, let it come a bit closer. I'll see if I can convince it to be calm.
So it does have kind of a lumbering gait, and it does kind of plow through the water, indicating like it comes up to probably about like halfway up, kind of where it's like where its legs kind of attached to the body or joined to the body. So the water's probably about a good 3-4 feet deep.
1 Culdy deep of water.
Yeah, probably closer to 2 Culdys deep.
Oh.
I'm not very
I'm-
tall.
Having issues with my character sheet.
You can't open it, or
Well, there's nothing. When I'm in my gear, I can't click on my equipped. Says there's nothing there. My backpack says there's nothing there. There's a bunch of stuff listed under dropped. Clicking the little arrows does nothing.
Oh, yeah, mine's the same.
It's all. Oh,
What's wrong?
are you moving things, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, why are things changing?
Must have been an update or something, eh?
Must have been.
I'm guessing.
But yeah, you can just drag and drop things.
I'm 1 willpower away from a short bow and a die of arrows. I think we should work on that.
I have no shield left. Cause it's
You
broke.
need a shield?
It's broke. Yeah.
So as this Anki kind of like wanders forward, it kind of like lowers its head, and then it lets out like this kind of bellowing roar.
It can't be good.
Now that it's just in the range, I'm gonna use the sound the chief made to call it.
Okay.
Try to work from that sound and try to animal can my way into trying to calming it.
Circle of life.
I can't pull armor out of my bag, so you're out of luck.
I'm going to warm up my vocal cords to sing a soothing victory song. Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna look at it, sigh.
Size it up. See if you can take it.
I mean,
So I'm doing my role, assuming that the lizard people have tamed that thing. Try to turn it around. If it's
Okay.
completely wild, I probably can't. But
Hey,
I'm making a roll.
Okatai, should we just stay where we are, or is it okay to move up to, like, be ready to help?
You can move up to be in your optimal range if things go bad, or if you want to try to help.
I have only a hand axe, and this is my optimal range when it's something that big that my hand axe won't hurt.
do any of you have a spare shield?
Shields? No, I don't use shields.
No.
This is gonna hurt.
I've got a knife, some armor, and my club.
All right, Okatai, why don't you give me a animal handling roll?
Yes.
Here, I'm going to move up.
I'm gonna push that. It's risky, but
So you do manage to catch its attention. It kind of looks at you, kind of like huffs out through its nostrils. You're not sure if it's tame or not, but whatever sounds you made, it seems to be not aggressive towards you.
okay. Well, the lizard man sound seems to work, and I crouch a bit and come, calm down, boy.
Just a turtle and a buffalo combined. What's your animal handling, Okatai?
3.
3. And your empathy?
Now it's 1.
Oh,
Okay, so I have no animal handling, and I'm as good at it as you.
And
well, I have
Culdy
a,
is better than me.
well, I have a 6 empathy. I just don't have any animal handling.
Okay.
If that's a roll.
I mean, I can try to be the dinosaur whisperer if you want.
I'll take any help I can. Making the scene of the lizard man seems to at least convince him that we're on its side. At least.
All right, I'll come in and I'll see if I can do something. Or maybe I'll try to mimic the saurian sounds like Okatai did.
Okay.
You know what? That's a great idea. I'll follow up beside Desislava.
I am being very still and very quiet.
Trestius
Pretty
is
much taller than me.
right here.
Sorry?
Trestius is staying back.
Trestius
Smart.
not being the foolhardy one for a change.
Well, if he dies, then what happens to his book?
Hey, if one of those spikes glowed, he'd be all over it.
If it was dead, he'd be all over it too.
He may be drooling a little, but problem is, I don't think we can kill it without magic, and I need the magic to wake it back up. So,
Right, Rizen, you're gonna give it a shot?
Yep. Sorry. Wasn't sure if we were waiting for me to roll or not.
So what I'll do is whoever is the best can make the roll and then get an extra die from somebody helping.
Okay, so Okatai, you got a 4. I've got a 4. Rizen, you said you got a 6?
Yes. Straight empathy.
Six straight empathy. Okay. All right. I didn't know it went that high.
If your race and your class give you empathy as a phase,
Gotcha.
you can raise it twice above the maximum.
All right, so you get an extra die from one of us. I guess it doesn't matter which.
So 1 modifier?
Yep.
Okay.
If we're both helping, I
Oops.
guess it doesn't change the dice.
I almost put
it would-
11.
No, it would be two bonus dice.
2?
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
At this point,
All
I'll
right.
take
Is that it before I roll?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
Everybody
See if
run.
we-
how?
What? With 8 freaking dice? Are you freaking kidding me?
Your dice think you're me.
I was about to say, I'm not Anita. I mean,
my terrible
I-
spreading.
I roll bad online anyway, and my physical dice hate me, but the curse hasn't spread to here yet, and so now I'm going to push this.
Okay.
Circle of life.
Oh.
Circle of life. That did not go well.
It's circling back around.
All right. So as the three of you kind of like get closer to it, and all of you kind of doing your best to mimic the saurian sounds, even though the halfling, goblin, and wolfkin throats are not necessarily set up to do so. For a brief second there, the thing looks confused, and then it kind of like it kind of rears its, like it kind of like sets back on his haunches a little bit, and that tail starts swinging. Enough for Rizen to kind of go like, oh shit, but then kind of collect himself and kind of push through. So yes, this thing, it doesn't seem as though it's tame by any stretch, or at the very least, it doesn't. You don't know what commands to give it, but it is not currently being aggressive towards you.
That's good. I relay that. So I don't think that worked, but at least it's not being aggressive right now.
Hey, big guy, sun's getting real low.
So lucky. I've got my sword in my hand, but I'm not moving.
Well, now I can guarantee other people are better at this than me after I just took 3 empathy damage.
I want to tell you what I got in my hand as I'm hopping around trying not to pee myself.
I mean, if I took 3 empathy damage, I'd be dead somehow. My base empathy is 2.
Well, good thing you got me then for take that blow.
So this creature, like I said, it doesn't seem like it's tame, but it is currently more interested in like munching on some of the local plant life than clubbing you guys to death.
Perfect. I call that a win.
So do
That's
we
a
want
good
to try
start.
to lead it back to the village?
Weren't we supposed to kill it?
Ah, well.
Yeah, but that was just an excuse to go out away from the village to camp and be ready to probably do the thing to the village.
It depends on what our intentions toward the village are. If
Mhm.
we take it there, it will undoubtedly get aggressive.
Right. Totally missed the point. Missed the part where the village are demon cultists. Maybe we should explain that to him before we do the thing to the village. Like they draw a short straw to decide which one of the villager they sacrifice to a demon each month to ensure good crops.
Mhm.
Yeah, people remember Bass.
Well, what
They
you're
just pretend they don't.
saying, there's a chance that we bring this thing and it kills all the villagers. We'll have really good crops.
That's a possibility.
All right, I'm in.
Trestius laughs a little bit.
I'll go over and consult with Trestius to see if this will work.
Is there a way to convince it to follow us?
I don't know. Question is it would that work? Like, do we eat golden apples or something?
Depends on the demon, and I could consult the book, maybe.
Yeah, consult the book.
The book has never steered us wrong. Wait.
Just sometimes make uh Tertius fall unconscious. So
Remember, you owe me a big favor for that book. I got that for you.
I remember.
Ju-
I'll ensure you live forever as best I can.
No, please don't. I'm just saying, like, sacrifice me to
Please
the
don't.
gods last.
Sacrifice.
Something along those lines. I'll call it in when it's time.
I always have long memories. And is this thing not going to bother us if I take some time?
I think it's pretty happy munching. Doesn't consider us a threat. Frankly, I don't consider us a threat to it either.
I'd probably kill it if I had to. But
maybe if we use the lizard man scream, we can lure it to the village.
the intention at the village is what? New.
A quarter day away. Yeah, that's a stretch.
What do you want to do to the villagers? You want to kill them all, or
One less demon cult to feed is one less demon cult to feed.
the mayor there, Marissa or something? Some capable fighter.
Well, that was something I wanted us to talk about while we were away from the village. Like, what's the end on that? Like, do we kill them all? Do we kill just the mayor? How do we curb that?
My concerns is this demon or demons. We don't know if those crops are actually worthwhile without the sacrifices. But the buildings, the forge, whatever's in the storerooms, I suppose something.
Yeah, I would think that even if the sacrifices stop, that just means the next batch of crops won't be so good. The feed's been paid, right? I don't
Typically,
know.
there's
Do
a
demons
bargain of
honor?
some sort.
Do demons honor their bargains? I don't know.
Would depend on the demon. Again, I'd have to do some research. It'll take some time.
Honestly, I'd rather have no crops than demon crops.
If you think we're safe here, then I can see what I can find out.
Yeah, take a look. Just thinking, you're kind of right there. It's selling demon crops is trying. It's like selling a haunted house. It's a bit. No matter how nice it is, it's a bit of a hard sell.
We're also assuming that there actually is a demon.
I've seen the smaller ones, at least.
The pact with the demon is that the field will stay pristine as long as the sacrifice go. And one of the field was hurt. Well, somebody disappeared and the field was fixed. So I assume there's a demon.
There's magic there for sure. When I completed my ritual, the field should have been destroyed.
Well, you think the demon magic is what prevented that?
I do. This is what I think.
I don't think it prevented it. I think it regrowed it.
And I think it took somebody to power that regrowth, the one that was forgotten.
Maybe not forgotten. Maybe they're just playing us and doing as if it was forgotten. Or they just really don't remember how much people they sacrificed, which would be terrible.
They were faking it from our conversation with Robert.
Just the mayor or all of them?
Well, Robert remembered Bass.
Yeah,
and
probably if he remembers, they all remember.
Yeah. To ease their conscience, I think they just pretend it didn't happen.
Do we kill the mayor and give them a chance to flee or for their life or beg for mercy, or do we try to kill them all? That's my question.
I think we need to know the demon's name.
How do you find a demon's name?
Someone made a pact with this demon and perhaps the mayor.
You did get the demon's name. The demon's name is Tranok.
Oh, did we?
You did.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah, I remember that name.
Yep. I wrote it. I have it in my notes.
Well, perhaps we'll see what we can find out from the book. Just try to keep the thing faint while I study.
Chris,
Yep.
If we would like to make camp, from what I know of Animal Can, would we be fine that close to that beast?
Basically, the way it'll work is unless you shoo it away or something, it's going to continue to hang around. Probably, it has no reason not to. I mean, but whenever you try to get it to do anything, you're going to have to make that animal handling roll.
Okay, and if we hang around and it just hangs around, could I try to start taming it?
You can, yeah, as long as you don't accidentally antagonize it or anything.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna camp next to that thing, might as well.
Yeah. Basically, it is a very large armored beast who does not see you as anything resembling a threat. So as long as there is still food here, it has no reason to move on.
That thing's getting tamed one way or another.
So maybe if we just follow it around, I can tame it. That'd be nice.
Maybe.
Chris, for me to access the book to try to figure out about this Tranok fellow, is that a quarter day? Do we need to go into that phase?
No, you can just kind of pull out the book and start skimming it. You do notice though that the book, like, pages are loose in it, like some of the writing is smudged. Basically, it currently has gear dice of 0 because it got damaged.
Yeah, and I don't think I can fix that, can I?
It could be fixed with a crafting roll. That would take a couple of hours.
Probably worth doing.
Yeah, and you would need like a needle and thread, and actually probably just a needle and thread to kind of sew the binding back together.
I could do that and probably give you the pen and ink to. I already have the pen and ink if you need to trace over the lines that are there. Awesome.
Well, okay. We might as well set up a camp. I mean, we got some XP, so we might as well get rest and all that kind of stuff going, right?
I'll make camp, and we can do. You can start working on that while I make camp.
All right. So we're gonna go into the quarter day sort of thing. So Okatai is gonna set up camp.
If anyone wants to forage or hunt, we could do with the food.
Yep, those are definitely options.
And
Guys, a big camp.
does the first taming roll work for today's taming roll?
I'll say yes. I'll say it counts for today.
Okay. After I step, I'll try again.
So what time of day is it? now?
It's like noonish. Like
So afternoon.
the sun is fairly high in the sky.
All right. Does anybody get a bunch of arrows?
I have D. I got D8 arrows.
Because I'm thinking maybe get a short bow. My marksmanship is 1. I have 7 experience, which means I could make it to 2.
It's 10 XP to go to 2.
I thought it was. Oh, right. Gotcha. All right. Relay that. No worries.
I can make you a bow if we get stuck.
Yeah, but you're busy and doing something else right now.
I don't think we're on a timeline.
Yep. So I'll say that basically repairing the book takes a couple of hours, and then researching the book will take a couple hours. So doing both will take Trestius this quarter day.
Which will bring us into evening, right?
Yep.
Because we'll probably camp. We're probably going to camp here tonight. So.
Right. In that case, I will nap for the quarter day so I can keep watching.
Right. So Okatai setting up camp. Trestius is repairing stuff. Culdy is getting some shut eye. Desi and Rizen, what would you guys like to do?
I'm sorry. Just refresh my memory. Oops. Stop doing what you're gonna do. Sorry. New talent level is ×3 new or ×5? I forget.
Talents are 3.
Okay, so if I want to learn a level 3 talent, it costs me 6 XP.
A level 3 talent would cost you 9.
9. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry. Okay, so I can't do that yet. Okay. I was thinking of either upping my hammer fighter to 3 or buying throwing arm. Okay. Does anybody need anything right now? Otherwise, I think I'm going to rest to try to regain my empathy back.
Okay.
I think resting was probably the best move for you.
Yeah, I think I will rest.
Leaves Desi on watch, I think.
Yep, it does.
Bye.
Alrighty. So just kind of going through things in order. Okatai, I'll get you to give me a survival roll to make camp. You do get +2 gear dice because there is a large tent floating around here someplace.
Desi has one.
There you go.
I have a small tent, a very small tent. Holy side.
You have a paper bag that we just prop up over top of you.
Oh no, it's very classy in case Smurfette shows up.
And I will get both Rizen and Culdy to give me endurance rolls since you are trying to get some rest without having a camp.
I'm not pushing that.
Desi can give me a scouting roll.
I am also not going to push that because...
Okay. Okatai can give me a survival roll with +2 modifier. And Trestius can give me a crafting roll.
I'm happy with it.
Okay. So that will restore 2 gear dice to your book, which I think brings it back to max.
It only had 1, actually.
Oh, then yeah, it is good as new. Don't know if we lost York, if he's muted.
No, I'm just booting back up so I can make a roll
Okay,
because I needed to change computer
no worries.
since people arrived, so I needed to be in another room so you didn't have a background noise.
All right, no problem. I can get that for you.
Thanks.
All right. All right, and as time goes into the evening, Desi, you're kind of keeping your eyes open. You don't notice anything around.
Yeah, of course I don't.
Rizen and Culdy, like it's fairly miserable sleeping here on the cold, wet, kind of swampy ground. And there's like strange noises and insects, but you managed to not get any rest.
I should start making the camp, right? That's the survival roll?
Yes.
Isn't that what Okatai was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because I got 5 wits and 1 survival.
Yep. The thing is, like, the camp isn't made until after Okatai has finished out his quarter day.
Right.
So resting during that time means you don't have any of the amenities of the camp.
Gotcha.
And Trestius, you got your book repaired. You're doing some reading.
Lore roll.
Lore roll. What are you looking for in particular?
I am looking for Trenok.
Okay.
I mean, blood stuff is demon based, and some of it is anyway. And let me look at that thing again, just to remind myself how this works.
So you can add a D8 artifact die if you want to like really consult the book, but that's an automatic roll on the horror table.
Right, and I think you clarified that my elf racial can't fix horrors, right?
Correct. They are not criticals.
I am not using that. I thought I could just use this book and repair myself with a quarter day. But I will use the gear dice.
Okay.
There's a horror table?
There is a horror table.
Moore's wits, it's 2. Could I re-roll that? Do I dare? Fuck, we need to know. I'm going to risk it.
Okay.
I'm going to.
You can rest right after this, right?
Oh.
So you spend hours kind of poring over this book, but not getting anywhere. Like it does in very broad terms. It talks about demonology and some basic rites of binding and things of that nature. But the only pieces of pertinent information you get are that once a demon has achieved a certain level of infamy, it will take a name for itself. And most demons have a very specific weakness. Some demons are immune to anything except their weakness.
Do I have the impression if I kept working, I could find out more information from this book?
No, there is no information on Tranquility in this book.
We just don't have it.
You just don't have it.
Well, then I suppose we're going to have to find the mirror and have a conversation. Or kill her and I'll have a conversation with her after she wakes up.
All right. So after the, the afternoon, early evening, you guys have a nice little camp set up. Culdy and Rizen, you guys are like, you're wet. You're like, both of you are fairly old, so your bones are creaking. This is no way for distinguished gentlemen to spend the day.
Yes, I get all curmudgeonly.
If there's no way for distinguished gentlemen to spend their day, it's perfect for them then.
Well, I didn't pay you to be nice to me.
No, you didn't.
Not
That
sure
cost
that's-
more than 5 silver.
Man. Need a nice inn with a nice bed and breakfast or something.
Well, I made camp. You can sleep now. You can use the evening to try to get a bit more rest.
And remember, the deal was 5 silver up front, a quarter of everything we take while we're here, and leave you everything that's my share when I leave in 2 years, because I'm going to be the first one off this damn island.
Yep.
As long as you keep me alive long enough.
So does that mean that we have, those of us who didn't get rest have the sleepy condition?
Not yet. If you go without sleep for a full day, then you get the sleepy condition.
Okay. Well, if I'm not needed, I could try to rest again if there's a
Yeah, I'll
nice
try to make camp
set
if
up.
you want.
I thought camp was just made.
Yeah, the camp is made.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm
That's
distracted.
okay. So I'm going to try to rest again.
Okay.
This is nighttime now, right?
It is getting into nighttime. Yes.
All right, what's the Ankleus sword
I'll
do?
take the-
Before I go back to sleep, what's the Ankleus sword doing?
It's just kind of wandering around munching on plants. It takes a tremendous amount of plants to keep this thing hungry, or like not hungry.
Okay.
Since it's evening and not night, my plan is to train right now, so I can spend my XP when I sleep.
Okay.
So if you want to sleep now, Culdy, you can take the watch at night.
Perfect. Thank you.
I would like to do the same.
Okay.
Since I don't have a shield now.
Do you want Trestius to keep watch?
I mean, it's you.
Can't.
It's you or the critter.
I can keep watch. I can do 2 watches in a row. I'll just have to sleep while you guys are taming this thing.
And you have to keep watch on the 4th quarter day, right? So you need to sleep
Right.
before then.
Good point, yes.
Right. So Culdy and Rizen are sleeping.
Yep.
Trestius is keeping watch.
Apparently.
Okay. And Okatai and Desi are training. What are you guys training in?
I'm training in fast footwork to get rank 2. So I get a +1 bonus whenever I
Okay.
dodge.
If you've already got rank 1, you don't actually have to train.
Oh,
Oh, you can keep watch.
I
You
can
can
keep
just-
watch. I mean,
you
not
can
that I
just
was very
spend
good at it last turn, but sure.
No, I have a thing to do, so.
Right.
If you can keep watch, then I can spend the quarter day doing a ritual.
Yep, I can keep watch.
All right. And what is Okatai training in?
I'm training for sword. What is the name? A sword fighter.
Sword fighter. Okay. Level 1.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I should buy that.
If you once I've learned it, I can teach it to people.
Okay.
And if you're gonna do a ritual, Trestius, don't destroy all the plants. We need to feed the thing.
No, it's a different thing.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. So Rizen and Culdy are sleeping. You guys can both hit the rest button now that there's a camp. You don't have to worry about any rolls.
Oh, sweet.
Okatai, you can give me a witch roll.
Where's the camp button? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
The bed.
Okay. And you can't push it because it's not a skill roll.
Yep.
So you spend hours until like your shoulder is aching, your arms are aching, practicing, and like fighting with the sword is very, very different than fighting with a spear. The weight is different, the muscles that are used are different, and by the time like the night is truly fallen, you are like exhausted, and you're like, nope, maybe tomorrow.
Yep. I'll try again tomorrow.
Desi, you can give me an observation roll.
Observation?
Scouting.
Wrong game.
So many games.
I know, right?
Hey, that's a win.
Yeah, it's good enough.
All right.
Hopefully.
And Trestius, you're casting a ritual.
I am. Remember that saurian?
Okay.
You killed?
Yep.
I was not getting
Oh,
paid for him, I guess.
I'm gonna go pick up his head and walk over to his body and drag him off into a corner and start making really spooky green lights.
Okay.
How long does that last once you wake him up?
It depends on how well I roll.
You might want to do that just before we go, though.
I think it'd be fine.
Okay.
I see where you're going with this.
I was gonna. I suppose he could walk itself back to camp.
In Discord, you asked for a cart. I'm making a cart.
It was to carry him, though.
No, he's fine.
But I guess
He's
if he's
fine.
carrying himself, it's fine.
It's fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, terrible! Lots of terrible things.
Oh, why did you say that?
Oh, was it him or Trevor that doomed us last night in Marvel?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or maybe it was the night before D&D.
Chris, so I do have an ingredient. I have the horn, which is an item from a dead thing.
Okay.
I can't save cast it. It's not a chance cast. I'm going to spend 9 dice on this.
Ooh.
Because of my new personality trait. I kind of have to. So. What? Oh God, no way. Oh God.
A beheaded lizard man.
Okay.
Power level 13.
How is there not a 1 in there?
Don't.
Oh God, how do you even do power level 13?
Carefully.
Continue. I'll get back to you in a second. There's a lot going on here. Let me see.
Desi doesn't know whether she should watch or not watch.
So agility goes down by 1. No wits or empathy.
Sorry?
Just looking at the stats.
Yeah, it's going to get a bit stronger here in a second. I just trying to figure out the duration thing because it doubles each time, right?
Is Trestius bringing back zombies
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Trestius just raised the first of his army.
for like 2 days?
I don't know. Power level 13. It's hard to say.
Mm.
All right. So ritual power level 2 can raise. So you can make it into a rank 2 undead. So 1 point to raise it. Second point to make it rank 2. So that gives you 11 points.
Yep. And I'm going to spend 1 on keeping its brain.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to spend 7 on duration, which I believe is 5 days.
Okay.
So that's 8. And then I'll put 3 in the strap.
Okay.
And each strength just increases the strength by 1, I think. But 7 days ain't bad, right? You're like you're speaking strange languages again.
A hard thing for Trestius to complain about.
A little bit.
So I think that's 7 days in intellect and plus 3 strength.
Yeah. Just want to make sure I get like the token so it's noticeably different.
The trouble with spells like that, it takes 2 or 3 sessions to get the willpower to be able to pull it off, right?
There we go.
Ooh, nice. I appreciate the little aura there, Chris. Thank you.
All right. The evening hours or the night passes without incident. Nothing untoward happens there, Desi, other than Trestius and some strange chanting off a little ways, and then comes back with an undead saurian whose head is hanging at a very odd angle.
I was gonna get paid for that.
I used the rest of the thread.
It's still dead.
Yeah. Can walk itself back. Get its pelt once we're there.
I need to sleep. I'm very tired.
Who was gonna pay you for that?
Oh,
Was
the town, Marissa, the mayor.
Yeah, we'll make sure she pays you for that.
Yeah. One way or another. That's if the thing follows us. I mean, it might say, "Meh, the moss here is tasty," and stay here. Who knows?
Well, I'm doing my best, but I'll need to sleep before I keep it up.
Yeah, I need to sleep too. Culdy, how you feeling?
Ready to go.
Oh, good. So, it
Like
seems
make a
to like,
crocodile.
it seems to like that patch of weird colored plants. It's mostly just been munching on those. So, don't go dancing in it, and you shouldn't get stepped on.
All right.
Should be okay.
Chris standing orders for the undead is to not engage anything that doesn't attack them.
Okay. Right. So Culdy's keeping watch. Rizen, you've slept. If there's anything that you want to do in the wee hours of the morning.
There is. You said that if we've already got like a rank and a talent, we don't need to spend time training.
Correct.
Okay. So if I want to buy level 2 of one of my paths, that's 6 XP.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to spend 6 XP and I'm going to buy Path of the Hymn 2.
Perfect.
Does that
Yay.
take time, or is that just during your sleep?
During your rest. During sleep or rest.
So he
Hey,
still
now I
has
can-
this quarter day. He could do something if he wanted to.
Yep.
Yay, I can heal people now.
Good.
Can't heal myself, but I can heal others. Look at me being all nice and benevolent. What the heck's wrong with me?
I'm gonna dream about fast footwork too.
I'm
I
gonna dream
debated that
about
one.
blood magic too.
Oh no.
I'm gonna dream about one of you guys showing me archery. Oh,
So, Mark, did Ryzen want to do anything during the night, or is he just kind of kicking around the campfire with Culdy?
I'll kick around and I'll just, keep a watch out to make sure we don't get surprised or, make sure we don't have a dinosaur suddenly go rampaging through our camp.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
that
we don't
happen?
need it.
No, because I will be screaming in the distance.
If Culdy, if
Well,
someone's screaming in the distance,
well,
that's a
Rizen,
future party problem.
It'll be like a train
Rizen,
going by.
Rizen, you can
Uh,
specifically keep an eye on the big beastie if he moves, so we know where it is.
Stop streaking.
We don't need it to roll over on us in its sleep.
That's true. What a way to go.
Not even in battle. Just
Nope.
crushed by a sleepy dinosaur.
I once had a gnome in a D&D game die by a falling bear carcass. It was like a Looney Tunes thing where I couldn't get out of the shadow in time.
I shot myself in the back with an arrow in IRL.
Yeah, you did that in real life.
Yeah.
Wow. I
There's
can't
a
even...
whole story to it. We don't have time, but someday.
This is what I had to work with growing up.
Yeah.
I'll have to hear
Yeah,
it sometime
but-
off this Twitch stream.
All right. So the evening passes, or the night passes, quietly, peacefully.
Really?
Other than the people in the tent snoring.
Did you want me to make a roll?
Yeah, you can give me a scouting roll, but you don't really need to. Nothing happened.
All right. Well, I won't push it.
Hey, baby, you want to kill all humans? Wait, that's Bender, not me.
So yes, as the sun starts to rise up and everybody's kind of like getting the cricks out of their backs and all of that, it looks like it's going to be a very pleasant day. The sun is starting to shine. There's no real clouds in the sky. The ankylosaur has wandered a bit. It is still around though, just kind of munching on things. At a certain point though, you do see some sort of largish reptile tries to take a bite out of the tail, and it just rears around and slams that tail into it. And remember the reptile things that ate Culdy's finger?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just basically splatters that thing with its tail.
Dear.
Poor battered crocodile carcass sinks beneath the water again.
That'd be a great mount. Very slow, but great.
And everybody can roll for their food and water for the day.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's the last of my food. Still got lots of water though.
So when you roll bad, it automatically adjusts the dice, right?
It does.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
so
very
I'm
nice
fine.
that
Then, I
way.
guess. Gotcha.
So if I give, can I give like Desi a die of food?
Yep. Downgrade yours by 1. Give her 1.
All right.
Oh.
So I'm down to D6. So can't do that too much more often.
I'm up to D6.
Hey, we're in it together, right?
Appreciate it.
All right. But the day is yours.
So, what is it that we want to do with the village?
Did you learn anything from your book?
Nothing specific to this demon, though. But it's named, so it has some amount of power.
I need to spend some time with that big beastie, see if I can make it more amendable. That's for sure.
If we harvest the crocodile, I could get some food going.
Yeah. And I have a couple. By the way, Chris, I'm eating the fish I fished last time, so I don't have to roll.
Okay.
And my computer was booting back again because it overeaten and closed. I'm not yet in, but I'll eat the fish I got last time
Okay. Perfect.
before it goes bad. Yeah, I think we can try to harvest the crocodile that thing killed to make some food. If somebody want to go hunt or forage around here, that could be nice. If we could have a bit more food, so people can be rested and prepared for when we go back to the village. Do we want to go to the village on the moment they do the sacrifice so we can get them in the act?
I don't think it matters much.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I'm not sure if it matters.
I can forage.
I can help with foraging too. It's survival, right?
Yep. If whoever's helping adds 1 die.
Do we have any wood or leather?
Not currently.
No,
I don't think.
I think you guys left all of your stuff back at the cave.
Yep.
So my foraging skill is 5, so I don't know if anyone beats that and they want me to just assist or what.
Mine's 6. So let's
Okay,
do it.
then go ahead and take your whatever +1 from me.
Okay.
Awesome.
So yeah, survival roll. +1 because of Rizen's help, but -1 because it is springtime.
Well now. How badly we need food, guys?
I'm personally fine for now.
I'm at a D6.
Okay, we got 3 people at D6.
I'm D10, so
Yeah, I know, but how many we? That brings you down to D6 with 1 person if everybody fails all at once, right? So I'm gonna push because I got lots of wits to spare.
Okay.
I used to have lots of wits to spare. What's with the die rolling today, guys?
Sorry.
Nobody do any tightrope acts.
I forget how you earn willpower because I'm not sure why I have 10. Is it because I failed stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Good news, I keep my own bow now.
All right. So you guys are off foraging. Okatai, you are still trying to learn a thing.
I could either learn the thing or do the daily. Uh, yeah, you are all going out to forage. I think I'll wait so you're back. If I wait for you to be back, will you help me do the taming with the beastie?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, damn it! Sorry, booted up again. Yeah, I'm trying to train again.
Okay.
My animal handling is. I have no animal handling, but I usually have 4 empathy, so I can help too, if that matters.
We can do it at three people giving 2 dice to the best of us. Which with the hierarchy of Rizen is Rizen with 6, because even with 3 animal handling, I'm just at 5.
Okay. Here, I can make your witch roll for you there, Yorick.
Please.
Success.
Yay!
So you are trained.
I'll need to sleep again to be able to spend an XP though.
Yep.
It's probably easier now that my wits is not damaged.
Okay. So Trestius, you're trying to find the crocodile.
So nobody's harvesting the crocodile?
The crocodile, after the Anki cracked it, it sunk back beneath the water. You know the water's not terribly deep, but it's like just there.
You know, there's a pissed off crocodile in it.
So the cook has to go get his own food, apparently. So, yeah, I'm going to try to harvest the crocodile.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go get the saurian to go get the crocodile.
Okay.
He can help me.
Okay. Are you going with him or just sending him?
It's going to take will it take my quarter day?
Just to get the crocodile, no.
But to harvest it, I'll have...
Yeah, the harvest it is going to take you quite some
He's
time.
probably better than I am at that. I would expect, right? Because he still has his skills. They're just down by 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to send him to get the crocodile to harvest it, and I'm going to I'll grab our wood axe and see if I can get some wood. Basically,
Okay.
I'm trying to, if we're going to take a day, I'm going to try to make a bow for Culdy.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I'm not very good at this. But... Oh, I did rest. And during my rest, I will spend 6 XP for Blood 2.
Okay. Right. And so you grab the timber axe, you go off into the woods. Give me a survival roll.
Survival. I did get a rest, though, didn't I?
You did.
I am terrible at surviving. What's the axe going to be for boss?
The axe lets you harvest wood.
It's just like a talent kind of deal.
Yep.
I can push that, right?
Yeah, you can, yes.
Willpower's willpower.
Right. So you're out there and you find that like literally none of the trees here are suitable. They're all like super wet and kind of like that like gangly looking like swamp trees.
Yeah, hard to make a bow out of a willow.
Yeah. And what was Desi doing during this quarter day?
I'll keep watch since no one else is.
Okay, perfect. So give me a scouting roll.
Wow.
Ooh, good roll.
Shocking.
All right. So Desi, as you're kind of keeping watch, over where Anki is, you see it's kind of like nosing around, like kind of like picking up some of the like huge mouthfuls of like plant matter.
Yep.
and you catch the glint of something metal.
Oh, that can't be good. You probably shouldn't eat that. I'll go over and hope that it's gonna spit it out.
Okay.
Or
Because that doesn't seem healthy.
bear trap or some shit.
So yeah, as you go over to where he is, not terribly far from where you camped, and you kind of take a look around. It doesn't look like he's eaten anything. It looks like there's like a glint of metal, and you can see kind of what was probably at one point kind of piled up, but has been knocked aside by a hungry giant dinosaur. What looks like might have been like a cairn marking. You know how like they pile the stones on top of one another. Kind of knocked aside, and the stones are very, very, very kind of moss encrusted. Like it is old.
Been there a while. Yeah.
Been there a while. And underneath where the stones have been knocked aside by the ankylosaur is where you see the glint of metal.
I was thinking bear trap.
I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I don't really want to try to duck in there while it's eating at that particular spot. I will wait until it's shuffled off a few feet.
Okay.
I do not want to appear threatening in any way toward this thing.
Okay.
Everybody loves Sankey.
I don't want to get a tail to the face. I don't have a shield to defend myself with right now.
Is that your shield? Can we repair it, or do we need to make a new one?
We can probably get it fixed. It's just a matter of finding a place to get it fixed, because we're going to go and apparently kill the only person in the area who can.
Yeah.
If it's wood, I can harvest some wood.
It's not wood. It's a shield requires the smith talent and a forge.
And I didn't want to take the smith talent without a forge because it didn't make sense to learn smithing without a forge.
We'll have one soon.
All right. So the morning passes. Okatai is busy training the sword. Desi be keeping an eye. That little glint of metal is like the only thing of even remote interest.
Yeah.
After several hours, Trestius comes back, realizing that the wood here is not suitable for for fuck all, basically.
How'd the saurian do?
The saurian has basically dragged the crocodile up onto the shore and has butchered it.
This is so creepy.
For 4 units, 4 pelts. Oof, and 8 units of food, or 8 units of meat, which can be turned into food.
Is our orc friend still with us?
I believe you left him back at the owlbear cave to keep an eye on things.
I
Possible.
think we did, yeah.
Because he seemed honest and trustworthy. So. And Culdy and Rizen come back. Culdy, because when you fail a foraging roll or hunting roll or anything like that, there's a roll on a mishap table.
Right.
So while you guys were out looking for whatever you could find, whatever greenery or tubers or swamp carrots or whatever you could find, you kind of caught your foot on a root and went kind of ass over tea kettle and wrenched your foot very, very badly, spraining your ankle.
How much agility did that take off?
It doesn't. It's a critical wound.
Oh.
Critical wound. Where do I track that?
1 second, I will add it to your character sheet.
All right.
Walk it off, Snowflake.
Jeez, I got no ankle, got no finger.
So on your character sheet, it says broken toes, but mechanically it's the same as a sprained ankle.
Gotcha.
So until 3 days have passed, for you, running, so moving from one zone to another, becomes a slow action.
Oh no. I got no finger, I got no ankle, and my bodyguard lost her shield.
Sounds like we're going to be here for a bit.
But yes, so around lunchtime, you guys have all reconvened. Rizen and Culdy. Culdy comes limping back. They're empty-handed. Trestius is empty-handed. The Ankylosaur basically has moved on its grazing pasture. But over to you guys.
I'm gonna go rooting around in that spot that the Ankylosaur has moved on from.
I was planning
See
on
if I can-
trying to start the taming of the beast.
Okatai, when you have a moment, not right away, but when you have a moment, if we get some wood with the hide that I have here, I think I can make a bow for Culdy.
Yeah. After that quarter, I can go look for wood. No problem.
And I'll cook up the gator while we're waiting.
Perfect. Culdy and Rizen, if you don't have anything better to do, if you can help me with the taming of the ankylosaurs, that'd be great.
Sure thing. I'm gonna get a rest so I can keep watch at night.
Right.
All right.
Sure, I can help.
Okay, so
And
you
we'll-
guys. All right, so the three of you are going to help the Ankylosaur?
Yep.
Perfect.
I'll go look for wood tonight, and I'm thinking about going hunting when we have a bit of time, so we get some food more. But if Trestius is cooking, that's not as urgent.
All right, so we'll start with Desi, because depending on things, may affect the rest of you.
No, that's not good. That's not good at all.
So Desi, as you start kind of looking around, kind of moving some of these stones out of the way, and they have definitely been here for a very long time.
Yeah.
But you eventually excavate what looks like it's a grave.
Yeah. Figured that out from the cairn.
Inside the grave, though, there are three people.
Oh.
Skeletons. Three skeletons.
Yeah. Seems a little weird that they buried three together, but okay.
And the skeleton of a horse.
That very odd.
One of the skeletons is wearing a very, very fine silver necklace. Kind of like, you know how you see the knights where they've got like the sword kind of clasped to their chest?
Yeah.
An old broadsword. And a piece of rusty chainmail. So like the chainshirt of the chainmail.
Okay, so I found a necklace.
Yeah, he's wearing a necklace. He's got the broadsword and the chain shirt.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. Is Trestius around?
He's over at the campfire.
Okay. I'm gonna set the piece of my broken shield here just so I don't lose my spot, essentially, of where this is.
Yep.
And then I need to go ask him some questions. He knows far more about dead things than I do. But he's AFK right now, so go on to the other folk.
Alright. I believe it's been decided that Rizen is actually the best at talking to the beastie.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, we're all in trouble.
I mean, I can guide you, I can tell you the thing, but you have more empathy than me.
You can't
So-
make that same roll twice, man. You'll be okay.
All right. So animal handling roll with two bonus skill days, 2 bonus days.
Oh, good. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll undo a few buttons like Jeff Goldblum so I can look a little more. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That had another -2 there, Mark. Wait, what? Oh, surely this one had to be better. Are you freaking kidding me? That's 8 freaking dice.
Wow.
Well, I'm pushing it. Screw this. Circle of life. Are you kidding me? At least it wasn't failures, I guess. Or, botches. Man.
3 times the charm.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Well, we have to do one every day, so I guess we'll have to do it again.
Yeah. But the thing is, you have to do one every day for a number of days equal to the BC strength, and if any of those fail along the way, you need to start from scratch.
So if we do it in the next quarter day, would that still count?
No, because they have to be spread out. Actually, you could try it again, yes. They have to be spread out over a number of days equal to its strength,
Okay.
or at least equal to its strength, so... So yeah, you can basically, it all depends on how much time you want to put into training the dinosaur.
Well, that's a big fucking dinosaur. I really like that as a mount.
Right.
I mean, if we spend 10 minutes killing it, I can. But, all right. You do it your way.
It's just good for 7 days or so. I want it for longer than that.
Trestius, you are...
I'm cooking. So
alright.
just a D6 food, meat to food, I believe.
D6 meat to food.
2.
Okay.
Leaves us with 6 meat. I'll take one of those food, and I think Desi, you're low.
Yep.
So you can raise yours by 1.
Okay.
We got lots of meat, so I can spend another quarter day cooking.
Okay, I can go fetch some wood, but we need to have at least one success with the ankylosaur today. Don't want to spend too much time on it. So Rizen, are you comfortable trying again?
Yeah. Sure. All right. Let's see. Empathy.
So in the meantime, though, Desi, you are going to talk to Trestius?
Yeah. Hey, Trestius.
Sorry, do I still get the 2 modifier?
We're still in the same quarter day, but for the next one, assuming Culdy's helping you, you'll have +1.
1?
So, dead things, graves. What happens if you take something from somebody's grave? Is there like any special markings that say, "Hey, something terrible is going to happen to you if you touch this"?
It depends on the grave.
Okay. Can your stuff stay here for a second? I've got a grave to show you.
Maybe he should come with us. Just in case. But yes, we'll, I can...
Okay.
Pot's boiling. We'll go take a look.
Sure. So I'll take Trestius over to the little grave,
Okay.
to the cairn, and show him the 3 skeletons and the horse. So, necklace, broadsword, a little bit of chainmail. Is it going to be a problem if I take it?
Let me take a look. Chris, is it going to be a problem if we defile this grave?
I can give you a lore roll.
I will do that. And I can use my book, and I don't have to use the artifact dice, right?
Correct.
I mean, it's kind of weird they stuck the horse in there too, right? 3 people in one grave? That just doesn't seem...
Use the book. No artifact dice because I don't want to do that. I'll push that. Oh, wow.
Okay. So, looking at it, and you kind of get down and you kind of examine what you can of the bodies. I mean, they're skeletal at this point, including the horse. It looks like the guy in chainmail, there's like a little rent in the chainmail. Looks like he got basically something pierced his chainmail through his chainmail into his heart. The other 2 skeletons have their throats, like there's like marks on the neck bones, indicating that their throats were slit. And the same marks are on the horse skeleton. So you would surmise that the guy with the armor and the sword was probably a knight, possibly nobility, maybe minor nobility. It's hard to say because you don't know any of the cultures from this island from, so far ago. But you would guess that the Lord died, the servants and the horse were killed to serve him in the afterlife.
A little Viking kind of stuff, right?
Right. If that is accurate, then there may be dangerous magics at play in regards to protecting the treasures of the tomb.
Saurian, are you aware of anything about this tomb, this cairn?
Smell bad.
You're not aware of these people?
Not people.
Humans, yes.
Dead humans. Best humans.
Hard to argue with that.
Hey,
Sorry. People are reckless and prone to taking unnecessary risk.
I think you appreciate it when I take risks.
You kept the rest of them alive. That's good. You should continue doing that.
You're one of them, one of the people that I keep alive.
I suppose so. I'll have to do a little bit of study to determine whether there's magic here. Like, I can try.
I just, don't want to cause trouble for us.
No, it's good that you've asked. Let me take a look for a minute.
All right.
Because I think I can say sense magic, right?
You can.
And that is rank 1, so I can do it safely. I can safe cast it. Okay, I will try to do that. That is just the immediate thing. So.
Okay. So basically the way it works is, as a sorcerer, you can automatically tell if somebody uses magic within short range or if an item you're holding is charged with power. And then if you want to know more about what kind of magic is involved, then you use sense magic. So basically...
Okay, so I'll put my hand on the king or lord.
Okay.
And then I will determine if there's magic involved.
Okay. There is no magic in him. There is magic on the sword.
All right. So I'll place my hand on the sword and see if That's the one I have to do a roll on, I suppose.
That's the one that you have to do the roll on.
Okay, I will do a roll on. Don't have a lot of willpower to play with, but I'll try. Ingredient, I don't have that. I can safe cast though. Power level 2.
There is a soul bound in that sword.
A soul?
Yes.
Can I talk to it?
You would actually have to like basically handle the sword. You can't just talk to it with your hand on it.
We should speak with Okatai. Something dangerous here. Potentially dangerous.
Oh. No touch then.
No touch until I can speak to the druid, yes.
He's a druid?
And you've not seen his magic.
I've seen him do weird stuff. Not quite the magic that you do that I'm used to.
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum. He's been taught, though. It's just who I am. It's unfortunate. Regardless, I think I would speak with Okatai before we deal with this thing here.
It's fine to me. You know more about this stuff than I do.
Unfortunately, yes.
And since you guys have kind of like been looking at this for a while, and Trestius, when you kind of touch the sword, your fingers kind of wipe away like a coating of basically grime off the part of the sword that you touch, and underneath it, actually, where would you have touched it?
Probably like at the crossguard, right around there.
Okay.
Seems to be a place that you grab a sword, right?
Yep. So yeah, basically you're kind of looking at the grime on your fingers, and then you look back at the sword, and you can see the faint glimmer of green.
Of green?
Yep.
Like an emerald?
Like an emerald.
If that's supposed to ring a bell, it doesn't.
Nope. But
Okay.
it's definitely like that sword.
It's a sword.
It's a sword. There's a magic to it, possibly tied to the soul that's bound inside it. There's an emerald in the crossguard. Like, that is definitely not just a normal sword.
Desi, can you have Okatai come over as soon as he can, please?
Sure.
I think I'll stay here.
Don't forget you have something cooking.
Should I take your stuff off the fire?
No, right, I'll take care of it. Sorry, and ensure no one touches the sword until I return.
Great.
And I'll go back to cooking.
All right.
I'll go back to keeping watch.
Okay. So Culdy and Rizen were dealing with the anklet sword. What was Okatai doing just this quarter day?
I was harvesting wood because
Okay.
just cannot find any suitable wood, so I guess I will.
All right. Give me a survival roll.
That is so many more dice than I get.
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
No, one's enough.
I know, but we have other things to repair.
Oh,
Wow.
That was not a good plan. You were right. That first piece of wood was fine. The second piece of wood was a trouble.
Stab you in the eye and kick you in the balls.
okay.
I am not broken though.
Just bruised.
But it does get you 4 units of wood.
Good thing.
So after the afternoon, Rizen and Culdy, you think you're making some headway with this ankylosaur. The smell of cooked crocodile meat fills the air. Apparently there's some sort of activity going on. The saurian is standing guard over what looks like a semi-excavated grave site.
Oh, hell, it's my
Saurians are still around?
Well, the undead one is.
Oh,
Sorry.
And it starts to get into evening.
Evening time. I'm going to cook because we still have more meat, right?
You do, and it will spoil tomorrow. So
Yeah, so I'm going to cook.
okay.
I brought enough wood to make the bow and arrows and torches if we miss some. Yeah, sorry. That was a hard one.
Should I cook or should I make a bow for the little one?
We cannot afford to lose meat, so if we're gonna lose meat, cook it.
I'll cook and then perhaps tomorrow morning I'll make the bow.
Yeah. And so we'll have enough. Well, check. We'll see how much food you make, and I'll see if I need to go hunt.
I have plenty of meat here. Stay up late, then maybe I can sleep in the morning. Worst comes to worst.
Okay.
And don't bother the saurian. He's doing the task for me.
Okay. Did you guys had success with the big beastie?
a little bit.
Good. As soon as it gets used to our presence, we should be able to do something with him.
Yeah, it is at the point now where it's actually like starting to follow you guys around somewhat. It follows you around the same way that like a hyperactive, toddler does.
Could I use some forage to do like a threat for him treat to try to help me with the taming?
Yeah, you might be able to find some berries or something.
Good. Anything that helps.
Yeah, definitely an option. But whoever's
Could be
keeping
like
track
a
of it,
forage or something, right?
whoever's keeping track can make note that you have successfully trained it for 2 days.
Yep, I'm keeping track.
Perfect.
I am the one keeping the loot list, so I figured tracking time for that would be appropriate.
Okay, perfect. So for the evening, Trestius is still there's so much crocodile meat. You're and you don't have a cauldron or anything, so you're just sticking it on a stick, holding it over the fire.
Yeah, it's old school cooking, but let's go.
Do we have any meat that will spoil even if you still cook?
We have 6 meat at the moment. I got a D6 I could turn into meals. So if I roll a 6, we're good. Otherwise, some of it's going to spoil anyway.
Okay, because we can eat. I can eat the meat raw to not have to roll for food.
I don't think we eat till morning though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Culdy, what would you like to do in the evening?
I got a nap because I need to be rested for the night shifts.
Okay. So you're kind of limping around on your sprained ankle.
Yeah, I need to
Did
rest
you do?
anyway.
You need Rizen to take a look at that.
Probably.
What, are you injured?
Yeah, I'm wounded. I sprained my ankle.
How much?
It's not damage, it's a sprayed ankle. I don't know if medicine can help with those things.
No. If it was like a critical wound where you're going to die in X amount of time, then you absolutely need medicine. But
So this is just straight 3 days.
This is just straight 3 days.
Okay.
Got a rough throat.
Oh, okay, so you didn't take any like attribute damage.
No, it just
No.
means my running speed now counts as slow movement.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Culdy is going to rest.
Lock it off.
Rest it off.
Rizen, what would you like to do this evening?
Rest.
Okay.
I'm looking to forage so I can have a treat for the dinosaurs to make it easier to tame it.
Okay. So you're going out in the dark. Okay. Desi.
Is anybody keeping watch?
Nope.
Okay, then. I'm apparently going to keep watch as I watch everyone else wander away.
Okay.
Hey, I'm
Trestius
just
is still there.
sleeping.
I mean, if you want to cook, you want me to watch.
Trust-
then.
No, Trestius is cooking. I'll keep watch.
Well, if you have anything to do there, Desi, you can tell me also. Yeah.
I don't. I don't have. I found some stuff earlier, but I need you guys to check it over before I.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it. It's with dead things right now. Culty's sleeping. What's Rizen doing?
Sleeping. Since I can't heal myself.
Yeah. The two old men need the rest.
That's true.
Trestius is cooking.
I was looking for foraging, but we can switch if you'd rather go look for things.
No. I'll keep watch. I'm content right here. I gotta make sure that he'll gesture toward Culdy that he doesn't go stumbling around trying to find a place to piss. Break his other ankle.
Right. That's
Everybody
great.
picks on me
That's
because I'm
great.
so pretty.
What?
I said everybody picks on me because I'm so pretty.
That's right.
All right.
That's exactly why.
So Trustius, you can roll your d6.
Just lucky you've got me around and I can carry you if I have to.
3.
Okay. So three more
Not
food.
luck.
Okay, who's got the lowest food right now?
I think 3 of us are tied at D6.
I am no longer a D6 because I got some.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm a D6. 2 people have D6. I have D6.
Okay, you
I'm
go up to a D8.
Thank you.
Anybody else a D6?
I think Rizen is D6 right now for food.
I think so.
Let me check. No, I'm still D10 and D10. I'm fine.
Okatai, what's yours?
I'm D8 right now.
Okay, so Okatai go up to D10, I'll go up to a D10, and we can distribute.
Okay. Okatai, you can give me a survival roll at -1.
-1.
Yeah, -1.
Yeah, because it's spring.
Because it is spring. Ooh, you do, however, manage to find a. You can either find something that can be turned into food, or you can find something that can be turned into a +1 bonus for your taming.
Yeah, this one is gonna be for taming.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm not pushing, because if I'm pushing, I'm losing consciousness.
Right. And Desi, you can give me a scouting roll.
I really like this quarter day thing. It's so quick once you get used to it.
Yeah, like if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just tick, 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 tick.
Yep. Right. Desi, you're like keeping an eye out. You're like, kind of walking a patrol. I mean, you've done this sort of thing before.
I don't go far.
No.
But yeah, just kind of walking around in our little zone there. Stand by the fire for a minute, get my feet warm, dry.
Lose your night vision.
Yeah.
Walk off
Use
the
my night
darkness.
vision.
Stumble into a grave by mistake.
And you hear a noise off a little ways. Like a little splashing sound, and then like, shh, quiet. And another voice that says, "How much longer till they're asleep, do you think?"
Never. You can either come out of the darkness, or I can come in after you, and I'll bring out my sword.
Oh,
See, like a torch lights up. It's like, do you happen to have any food you can spare? It smells really tasty. They seem very oblivious to the fact that you overheard them talking about waiting until you guys went to sleep.
I would no-sell that too if I was.
I mean, we got 3 meats that will spoil, so.
Oh,
I'm
not-
damn it.
remember,
Trust.
there is no fight in this game that is easy.
And I am not there.
No, you're not. I'll lean toward Trestius. It's like they were talking about waiting until we were asleep. Do we want to give them food and tell them to fuck off? I mean,
No.
do we have anything that's going to go bad before we get to it?
We have some meat that will spoil before I can cook it, I think.
Okay.
That said, if they would prefer to maybe try to take our good food, that would be a problem.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
One of them kind of shouts, "It's like, we can hear you. Any food would be great. Full disclosure, we were gonna wait till you went to sleep and take it, but if you've got food you're willing to offer, we're quite fine with that too. We haven't eaten for like 2 days.
You'll have to cook it yourself.
That's fine. Anders here is a really good cook."
Remains to be seen, I suppose.
Good at cooking, not good at being cooked. I'll take the meat that Trestius says is going to go bad if it doesn't get gotten. And I'll start walking over to them.
Okay.
Keeping one hand on my sword.
Saurian, please stay close to Desi. Within 15 feet or so.
And they're like, "Oh my god, what's that?"
That's in case you get stupid. Don't get stupid.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it. Like I said, we're more than a little bit lost, but Bren there said that he got a good beat on where the mountains are, so we're headed back home. But food's been kind of an issue ever since Saurians found our camp. So we appreciate it. I mean, and he'll like unsling like a quiver of arrows. It's like, we have some extra of these if you can use them as a barter.
We can, actually. Thank you. Where's your... Said you're trying to find your village?
Oh, we've got a place in the mountains.
So you're not from... And she'll point toward the unholy village. You're not from that village.
No, that place there gave Bren a little bit of the old. He said that there was something bad there, so we avoided it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, weighing something bad versus starving to death, something bad's going to win. But thanks to you folks, we don't have to worry about that.
There is something wrong with that village. You should not go there.
And one of the guys in the back's like, "See, I told you." Like I couldn't put my finger on it, but there was something off.
Oh yeah, it's off, all right.
Desi, I think we can trade food for arrows. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, we. Anders there is on top of being a pretty decent scout is a pretty skilled bowyer, so he's been whittling as we go. So we've got some spares.
I'm impressed you managed to find suitable wood around here.
It's not easy.
No, it is not.
And he'll kind of like put the arrows down and then back away a little bit.
Good move. Desi will smile and nod, like, "Yep, I approve of that. That's smart of you." She'll walk up to the arrows, pick the arrows up, put the meat down, and back away.
And they wait for you to back up. You can see, like, when you put the meat down, they start to move, but the guy that seems to be the lead basically just kind of holds his hand up. There's definitely some sort of like power hierarchy in play.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy for sure.
And then once you back away, then he kind of releases the men to go get it.
Does your village have a name?
Sec. Pull up a random name generator.
Uh-huh.
Hythe.
They're from where?
Hythe.
Hythe?
Hythe.
Okay.
And if we would visit Height sometime in the future, which direction would we go?
The one of the gentlemen, Anders, speaks up. It's like, from here, pretty much due east. We're just maybe half a day from the volcano.
We're dealing with the thing at the moment, but once that's complete, maybe we can come visit and start doing some trade.
Certainly. Yeah, if you can make it out that far. We're not a very big village, but we do all right with ore and stone and some animals and stuff. We do okay. Farming's hard, but
Yeah.
Everything's hard here, I think.
No demons in your town?
no.
Well, you're doing better than some farming towns, then, aren't you?
Is that what that
She'll
is?
She'll ignore the question and just start pointing at them. So, Bran, Anders, who are the rest of you?
They'll give you names.
Okay.
Bob, Frank, and Mike.
I almost hit you with an energized play line, Tony, because I thought you might feel nostalgic, but I'll save that when we're not on stream.
No. God, no.
Well, thank you. We're gonna go find a place to set up while there's still some minimal light.
Desi, if you want to invite them to camp, it's entirely up to you. If they are
Is there,
rambunctious, I will have to kill them.
is there room for them and you to cook over the fire? Is the fire big enough for that kind of thing?
I expect so.
You guys can cook over our campfire if you'd like.
Well, thank you very much.
I do expect you to behave yourself, however.
Understood.
I have some reading to do.
And they will make their way over. So the rest of the quarter hour for the evening goes by. They tell stories, they sing songs. They're quite happy to have some new company. They are very much kind of a rough and tumble crew. You do see they've got like some pretty decent looking daggers, bows. The sort of folks that would probably have slit your throat while you were sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
People
But
down.
Desi
Some of
rolled
us
the 2 on scouting.
I'm keeping a wary eye on them. She'll kind of joke and talk with them and find out what she can, but she always has one hand on her sword hilt.
keep it down. Some of us are trying to sleep.
Sorry, Rizen.
What do we get for arrows, Chris?
Basically, it'll be 2 dice worth of arrows split up however you like.
I'll take them because there's only one bow at the moment. But
Okay.
Go for it.
D12 arrows, that feels good.
I basically have an unlimited supply of arrows,
If you
including
have willpower.
the metal tipped ones.
Yeah, I think half my arrows are from your pack.
Yeah, I got 9 willpower right now. Nothing to use it on.
I think I'm still at 10. Yep,
You can't
still at
get
10.
the shield.
Well, looking for wood make me jump to 10.
I went through 2.
You guys, sorry.
I went through 2 games of 10 willpower, and then the next game I spent 7.
There you go.
Yeah, I started at 9, went to 10, I'm at 0.
I guess 10's the cap, right?
It is.
Yeah.
All right. So the rest of the evening passes by. Okatai comes back with some very lush looking berries. You're pretty sure that these are probably poisonous to things that aren't, robustly healthy. But they would be good treats for the ankylosaur tomorrow.
Should help
guys-
should help me tame the big beastie. Wait, you were not there yesterday.
We've found some friends.
Who are the new people, and have they heard of the vicious word of Lucius?
No, we did not tell them
You
Lucius.
and the squirrel.
How about you share that story? I'm
I
very,
don't
very
know.
tired.
Lucius is always mad. He's a very vengeful god.
He's a stupid fucking little squirrel that got into my pack.
Well, he does shape change. He's a lot like Zeus that way.
Making up.
Before I go to bed, Saurian, resume your guard duty over the cairn. Ensure no one touches the sword. Strange thing with undead, you got to make sure that the last thing you told them is something, right?
Yeah. Especially the intelligent ones. All right. So, Trestius is going to sleep during the night.
Absolutely.
What about the rest?
I want to talk to these bandits some more, but I need sleep.
You could always keep an eye on them and speak with them and sleep in the morning, but I'll bet they'll want to sleep too.
Yeah, they're starting to like. Is it okay if we like set up our bedrolls?
Oh, absolutely. I'm nocturnal and I can keep my eye out and everything. And these eyes, they can see very well in the dark. And I start sharpening my hatchet.
Yeah, I'll sleep later. Do you guys know anything about the people who lived here? I don't know, 100 years ago. I'm guessing because Trestius didn't really give me any hint as to how long ago, other than a long time.
No, our wise woman in our village might know.
Do you know anything about people with horses around here?
There's some wild horses on the plains. It wouldn't surprise me if people have captured them and, tamed them.
Yeah, we haven't made it that far yet.
Yeah, don't stay away from it for a bit. It kind of likes one of us, maybe two of us, but it's not. It's fidgety, and some crocodile thing jumped its tail from behind, and that's basically what we've been eating.
That's what they're eating now too.
Yeah, put lots of effort in that beastie. Please don't scare it off. Don't anger it. Nothing with it.
No worries at all.
Since they
Yeah.
don't know anything about the area, like history-wise, Desi's gonna go to bed. And, just kind of bend down to Culdy for a second, yell if you need anything
Okay.
before she goes into the tent.
Yeah, the safe word is Jenga.
That's an entirely different conversation.
That was a reference to some. That was a reference to Critical Role episode.
Yeah.
I was talking about the other one. The safe word is "aye."
That's from this past week. I still need to
Oh,
watch
my
that.
ankle.
I got it queued up.
In any case, are all these guys going to sleep as well?
They are if you're standing watch.
Okay.
They have gone. They have gone many days without food. They are tired and everything. So,
All right.
Rizen, what would you like to do?
Well, I want to rest enough to be able to heal my 2 damage. If I've done that, then I'll just stay up and do a watch if we don't have enough people to do watch.
Well, at least someone to watch outside and one to watch your friend. That should be a good plan.
Watch which friend? The dinosaur?
The bandit
Oh, the bandit.
that we
Who are these
actually
fuckers?
they were lost, and probably I would stole their food if we didn't catch them before. So we made some trade for arrows and food.
That's
And I'm saying that
Fran.
out of game because I
That's
was not there. Sorry.
And now we're gonna like tie them up and rob them, right? Because they were gonna rob us.
No, we're not.
No, that's not the plan.
Desi
But
will
these
come
fuckers
like
were gonna fuck us, and we're not gonna fuck these fuckers now. Fuck that shit.
she's gonna come back out of the tent. Ryzen.
Girl,
No.
Frankie, eat a Snickers. These
Fuck
guys,
your Snickers.
Crocodile.
I can tell just by
Fuck
looking
your
at.
Snickers.
I can tell just by looking at them that they're absolutely desperate, and they traded. And they're so desperate. It was us or that freaking demon village back there.
Yep.
And given the opportunity, they made friends instead of trying to overwhelm us when half of us were asleep. It's these guys are so tired and so hungry they couldn't fight a flea.
And we're gonna make sure we don't find that out because they're all gonna be very well behaved tonight. By the way, they've got a village due east of here, about a day and half a day from the volcano. She shrugs.
There's a
They have
volcano?
they have metal.
They have metal.
They have metal.
Oh, that means we can trade.
So, just so you guys know. And now I'm going back to bed. And if you wake me up again, I'm slapping you. Points at
That's
Rizen.
hot. As long as I can slap you back.
Oh, good God! If you can reach.
I'm going to kill all of you if you don't shut up.
How? From your stupid book?
Don't
Yes.
do that. Don't say that shit in the dark. I need to be able to sleep.
Okay.
Christ.
I need to take
Sorry,
a
I'm
break.
finally
I need
going to start
take a-
playing my dark shit a little bit more.
Yep.
Okay, I need to take a 2-minute break. So,
Okay.
do you want me to make a survival roll?
Scouting roll. With +1 die because Ryzen is helping.
Thank you, Ryzen.
I thought I was helping with dinosaur stuff.
It's all kind of keeping watch. So.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Sure. Fuck. Fucking fuckers. How many times can I say fuck in one sentence? Maybe as a noun, a verb, an adverb, an adjective.
I don't even know who you're swearing at.
Really?
The darkness.
All I know
Channeling
is it sounds like an episode of Deadwood.
Right?
All right, I'm
in
AFK for about a minute. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yep.
All right. So the night passes without incident.
This is such a strange Chris game.
I try to rise early and check if nothing is missing in my stuff.
No, nothing is missing. And the folks, the mountain folks, are in the process of like breaking camp. It looks like they are kind of limbering up their bows and stuff. It looks like they plan to maybe do some hunting before they actually start heading out to the mountains. But
Not hunting us.
And not my big, spiky son,
Zanky.
Zanky. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I've named him. Thank you.
Gonna be a zombie. Yeah.
Zombie Yankee.
I like how you keep saying yours when I've done just as much to help like tame this thing.
Well, I'm emotionally attached, but yeah, you definitely deserve the praise for that. You did most of the work. And
I
I'm
don't
very
care. I don't care about your emotional attachment. Perhaps I have an attachment to it now.
It'll be mine in the end, regardless.
As all thing dies, I know.
Eventually.
Yeah, maybe I'll get my own bigger dinosaur. Hookers and blackjack.
If we find a bigger dinosaur, I'll help you tame it too.
This little halfling riding like a freaking T-Rex or something. What the fuck?
I mean, I want to go into cavalry things sooner than later, but if you want to,
Oh,
I'll
cavalry.
teach you,
Okay, cool.
Desi,
I'll teach you to ride.
we have to determine our next steps. We can't stay here forever.
No, I
Get a
know.
palanquin.
We need to find out about. She'll gesture back toward the cairn as she's eating crocodile meat. So we need to figure out about that. Is that something that's gonna take you a few days? Are we leaving?
Might not. I think Okatai may have some insight. Okatai, can you join me for a moment?
Yeah. No
Chris, we
problem.
have to roll for food and water.
yep, roll for food and water.
All right.
Sorry.
Everybody?
My plan was to try to tame that thing, restock on the things we need, train for the things we need, and then go back to the village to do whatever we need to do there.
Do we still have to roll for food when we have surplus crocodile meat?
We don't have any more.
Because we gave it to them. Okay.
Yep.
We traded it
But
for
we,
arrows.
but we were still rolling before, so that's why I was like, I thought we had this giant surplus that's going to go bad if we don't. Okay.
Yeah, no, in this game, every dice matters.
Okay.
Took it so fast.
Oh, I lost a water, it looked like.
Yeah, same.
I have D12 water.
And since I slept, I can learn my my talent.
You can.
I'm down to a D8, so I should still be okay.
Yeah, D, it's fine. And it's raining, so
It is raining.
Yeah.
So I can click my rest?
Yes, everybody can click the rest.
Yay. Back to my fully empathetic self.
Okatai, come with me. I'm
Yeah.
curious about this.
Show me.
Saurian, stand down. Let people come near. And there's a burial site here. A noble, some servants, a horse. The weapon there is magical. Has an emerald. Seems significant.
Okay.
I'm curious if you have some insight.
That could have been enchanted.
It has been enchanted. There's a soul in it of some sort.
I could purge the soul from that thing, but that probably would remove its effect, whatever it is. Let me look. Can I try a lore check on that?
Yes, definitely can.
Oof.
I don't think it's a good idea to push it. Is there any general spell that could help with that?
There's sense magic, which Trestius has already done.
Okay.
But yeah, it is enough to realize that that sword is, it's an artifact of some nature.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't you want to see Desi possessed by an evil spirit?
All right. If you have no insight, I have an idea.
Well, if it's, you could, before touching it, you could protect yourself against magic, making sure it doesn't possess anyone. I think you were able to converse with the spirit of the dead. Maybe you can converse with the spirit of bound in that thing. And
I believe so, but I'm concerned about the book, and I'm concerned about the Saurian. If I give you this book, I'll wrap it up and make sure that you don't touch it flesh to flesh. But can you hold this for me?
yeah. And if you're to touch that sword, I won't stay far away in case I need to purge that soul from someone. But you have the book in letter before you hand it over.
Saurian, until I say otherwise, you'll listen to Desi, and he'll point to Desi. And Desi only. Do you understand?
Human.
Killed you once to make me kill you again.
Desi, tell it to stand its ground and not move.
Stand your ground and don't move.
This could be bad.
Did it seem to work?
Seemed to work.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to reach down and pick up the
Are
sword.
you sure you don't want me to do that? Okay.
So as you reach down and you go to grab the sword, the hand clutches the sword.
Okay. Not me, but it grabs the sword, right?
It grabs the sword, and then it sits up like that, kind of like vampire sit up,
Like the Undertaker?
like the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And people are probably going to want to do some initiative.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I don't know if want is the right word. Have to, maybe. Do some.
I will point out that this is actually a random encounter.
Oh.
And it is a little bit on the dangerous side, but the reward is well worth it should you manage to pull it off.
I love this game so much. Like every bit of this mechanics is spot on.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
I'll apologize now if I doomed us all with my wonky roll.
I'm literally having the best time on these sessions, walking around with a guy that has nothing but a bag full of stuff.
That does nothing. Yeah, absolutely does nothing.
Honestly, taming a big giant dinosaur is giving me emotion. So
Yeah, Trev, like you went out to do a thing and twisted your ankle and came back and going, "Hey, this is great." That's a good system.
Rizen, I'll get you just to roll initiative. And
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was involved in this, so.
everybody is unless they choose to run away.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that ain't an
this was-
option for me.
No, I was just curious because I thought this was happening well away from the camp wherever this grave was found. So, okay.
Nope, just like dozens of feet from where you guys slept.
Oh, okay.
Can't help to notice that you did this before giving me the bow.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Does anybody want to switch initiative?
Oh
Low
shit!
is
It's
death,
a death
right?
knight. Okay, there's a recurring theme this week.
Like,
Okatai, could I change initiative with you, please?
I warn you that when it's my turn, I'm gonna purge undead on that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking leave.
I'd rather act before it does. I don't see what is your initiative because I don't have the names.
It's after the death knight.
There's Okatai, then the Death Knight, then everybody else.
if you click on the sword over in the icons on the right-hand side, the combat tracker, you can see what order we're in.
I'm still back at the camp shooting the shit with these new guys.
The new guys have
I
left.
wasn't even supposed to be here today.
I mean, you have the right spell, so no, you go for it. Just do your thing. I'll fine.
I have purge undead and I have 10 willpower. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Give it. Just light this shit up.
I'm just gonna. I do not have an holy symbol though.
So there's the saurian or whatever it is probably going to go. The Death Knight's probably going to go, and I'm going to say heads or tails if Tony's going to go.
I mean, if he's got 10 willpower and purge undead, he could do like a lot right now.
Oh no, totally do it.
And I was prepared to cast it. I told you, like, if something's moving, it should not. I'm just gonna purge it.
You were warned.
So Purge Undead does have a range of near, though.
Yep, and I was just next to it.
Perfect. That's right, you had gone up with Trestius, right.
Oh, right, I didn't see where it was on the map.
Yeah, no worries. And it is one target, so you don't have to worry about... Well, depending on what you roll, you don't have to worry about hitting anybody else.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. At this point, nobody cares.
I'll take this moment to point out that one of the effects of a magic mishap is spell reversed.
Yep. I want to get that in my own face.
So we'll get 2 other undeads and a horse.
Or it just adds whatever the damage would have been as strength to the Death Knight.
That would be.
I have. Go ahead.
Do I start?
You're up.
You're up.
Batter up.
I have no idea what a Death Knight does in this game, but I dropped one in yesterday, and it's gross. So
It is a monster, so
Try and tame it.
I think this is really important, Okatai.
Yep, I'm putting a bit of willpower into that. Just hope it doesn't backfire on my face.
When you blow it, I know.
Right?
Let's roll that.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Ooh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So you should be able to roll on the mishap table yourself, I think, if you want.
Where is that?
The little die symbol is rollable tables.
Oh, right.
And then do you see a folder called Core Game?
I see no folder, nothing. Like, if I go into
Uh,
the box, I don't have any access.
Number 8 on your toolbar should say magical mishaps. I think Chris had a setup already.
He did that for you. It did not. It didn't for me.
No, he just flashed in core gamers there now under the die.
Oh, okay.
I guess he expected you to be doing that a lot, Tony.
I've been trying.
Okay,
And I've been trying to save casting, so
Uh, okay,
Oh.
and
it has appeared.
there you go. So if you click on magical mishaps,
Yep.
and then down at the very bottom will be a roll button. Just click that.
At the bottom.
There you go.
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
That wouldn't be so bad.
If I took your really good one, I'm sorry.
Where is it?
There you go. The spell
Got it.
also affects a friend or an other unintended victim. A healing or helping spell affects an enemy alongside the intended target.
All right, you threw a hand grenade in a
Oh,
room
fuck.
of a small room full of friends.
Well, since
That's
it
not
affects
good.
undead, I assume it's gonna bounce on the saurian.
That was 9 fucking willpower.
I'm sorry.
And wasn't that the proof that we did it to the village?
All right. So like the Okatai focuses, and there's like this thrum. Like you can feel it. Their trust just where you're standing so close. I'm like, this is the antithesis of your very being.
Mm-hmm.
And he releases it, and you see, like the Death Knight gets kind of rocked back. The undead saurian just dissipates into like sparkly ash. The Death Knight is still standing.
What? That was power level 8.
Uh-huh. 8 points of damage.
Oh, Raggy.
Sorry.
I hope it did damage to its strength, so it's less strong right now. I really hope so.
I just want to point out that when Anita rolls well, she still screws us.
I still fuck y'all. Sorry.
It's still gonna get you. Still gonna get you.
Yeah,
Ow.
it's my special talent.
Oh my god. Oh.
So the Death Knight lifts his hand and kind of gestures at Okatai. You're lifted from the ground, thrown short range, and take 3 damage.
Can I parry that, or is that not parryable?
It is not parryable.
Is it dodgeable?
It is dodgeable at -2.
I am really not good at dodge, but I might as well try.
I can't parry because I don't have a shield.
It's not parryable. I would have parried because I'm good
Uh,
at parrying, but yeah, -2.
Yep.
Nope. I get thrown away and I take 3 damage.
You can roll any armor that you might have.
Right.
So it just steps forward and it holds out its hand and kind of lifts Okatai into the ground and just throws him away without touching him. Ankylosaur just chomp, chomp.
Oh, that's good. The A key is still in play.
Rizen.
And where am I? I'm up here.
Yep,
Is that's me with the golden circle around it?
it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And where's the Death Knight? Sorry, I'm just trying to see where the Death Knight is.
It's 2 zones to the south of you.
Right below
Under
Trestius.
Trestius?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. All right. So who's hurt right now?
I am hurt, but I am not broken.
Sorry, who is that? Okay.
Okatai is hurt, but not broken.
Okay. Where's Okatai?
I don't know, flying into the distance over the horizon.
Oh, actually, you're in my. No, you're in my. Oh, that's Culdy. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I see. For now, I think I'm just gonna start making my way over to possibly start healing people. So,
Okay.
how far can I move?
For a fast action moves you 1 zone.
Okay, with the way this map is. Oh, okay, I see the lines. Okay, so I could theoretically get to here from where I was, or do I have to go to the border? Sorry.
No, yeah, you can get there. It would take both of your actions, but you can get to there.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do right now. So, although I'm gonna be back here a little bit. So, okay.
Okay. Trestius.
Am I in melee combat with this thing?
You are not. You are.
So I can move safely.
You are not within reach.
I am going to move.
Okay.
Where's Desi? Desi, what do you? Desi is in the wrong spot. I'm going to move 2 zones with both actions.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Desi.
Yeah. Not overly comfortable with what's going on here. Oh boy. I'm going to. How far can I walk? Sorry.
1 zone for a fast action.
Okay. I will come down into the zone.
Okay.
Sword drawn.
Okay.
And then I will watch it carefully to see what it's planning on doing.
Okay.
And just kind of get ready to dodge a lot.
Okay. Culdy.
I am moving behind the anklet and hiding.
Okay.
Fuck this.
I brought nothing here. Free dodge that's going to affect this thing.
It's got a lot more shield potential than I do right now, for sure.
Can I make a stealth roll or something?
Sure.
By the way, I suck at stealth. That was before the injury.
Oh god,
You're pulling a Peter Griffin when he injures his ankle or whatever. Does the annoying 5 minutes of.
Pretty much. And I'm not pushing it because if I push it, it will knock me out.
God.
I'm still going to say respect for just straight up saying I'm not doing any of this.
You're so fucked.
What could I do? I could all I could do was be one more target. That's the only thing I could do.
One more
Speed bump.
notch on this thing's belt.
Not even. One hit from him will there'll be no more Culdy.
Right. Okatai.
Okatai is gonna look at the Rizen that is now close to him and figure that if the Dead Knight get in the same zone, it's gonna be trouble. So I'm gonna owl, and I'm gonna activate my racial talent, hunting instinct,
Okay.
on that thing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to stab it.
Okay.
Uh, no. Is it rolling?
Doesn't look like it.
Please, machine. Hello.
Yep.
I can hear you.
You hear me? I was eloing the thing because it doesn't want to roll. I click on roll and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Cancel works, so I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
This spear fighter is active. Modifier fixed. Artifact dice 1. And it doesn't want to roll. Like that?
Sorry, back.
Alright. Give me a sec. Let's see if I can roll for you. You're using your Darkwood Spear?
Yep. Darkwood Spear. I spend 5 willpower, and I have Spear Fighter would give me 1 more dice, and I have an artifact dice because of Spear Fighter 3. So that should be 6 modifier, 1 artifact.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an undead need to die. It's not yours.
You already killed mine.
Jeez.
It's side effect.
Okay. Obviously, it does not seem to be affected by the poison.
I assume so.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
You do stab right through its armor. So yeah, you stab it. You pull your spear out, and some icky stuff comes with it. You don't know what actually effect it's having on it, but
You definitely have its attention.
so it is going to step forward into arm's reach.
I'm gonna react to that and stab it again. With Spear Fighter 2.
Okay.
If you want to roll it again for me, because I cannot, apparently.
If we don't die, I think Okatai gets the XP for doing something awesome.
God, yes.
Another hit.
That's 12 damage?
2 damage.
So 11 total. Yep.
Blocks 1, takes 1. Okay. And now that it is near,
Yep.
Don't die, please.
Can I parry this one?
no. So as it gets close, you gaze, and this wheezing sound comes from its throat. I need you to give me a endurance roll.
Okay. So I have a free parry even if I don't have an action. But this, if he screams at me, I cannot parry screaming. Endurance.
Endurance, yeah.
This is gonna be bad.
You take 1 point of agility damage as
Okay.
your limbs start to lock up.
Okay.
Ankylosaur continues to just chow. Chomp, chomp.
Everything's fine, my friend. Don't worry about all that. Well, if you want to swing that foe, I'd be in. But just don't be mad. Everything's fine. Don't want to fight that too.
Rizen, you're up.
Sorry, refresh my memory. Short range is what? 1 zone away?
1 zone away.
1 hex zone? So if I wanted to, I could stay here right now and use my Song of the Hymn or Hymn of the Song to heal Okatai a bit.
Yep, you could. Because he's not.
Which one? Sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. So rank 2 is you spend willpower equal to the number of people you want to heal.
Yep.
And everybody gets 1 point to an attribute of your choice.
Oh, I misread it. I thought I could keep pumping willpower to save damage. Oh, okay. I misread. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you can pump as much willpower as you want to heal more than a point. Okay.
Yeah. The first the first level of the talent is you can dump like 5 willpower to give somebody back 5 points, but they have to be broken.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
great
it's still useful.
Yep.
It's more than useful.
Yeah, it's good to hit the party with all at once. I just like I said, I just misread it. Okay.
Yep.
So I will heal one okatized.
Okay.
I would not. I wouldn't say no to strength.
Sure, whichever one. Well, I wasn't sure which one you lost in, so
That was strength.
yeah, that's fine. Take that. I don't know if anybody else. What are you doing? I don't know. Does anybody else in that thing need a strength? I don't know, but go ahead and take it if you did.
If he's down 3, give him 3.
He can't. It's
I can only do 1.
Yeah.
It's 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's multiple people, but it's only 1 point.
Yeah, I misread it. I thought it was you can heal a point for each willpower you do. Okay,
Yep.
it's all good. Still
From what
useful.
I heard, you can still repeat it next turn and spend a willpower to heal another one.
Yep, absolutely can.
Yep.
That is great. That is amazing.
Yep.
Basically,
Yeah,
still useful.
That's damn solid.
Yep, still useful. All right, so I heal you a point this round. Fuck, I became a cleric. What in the hell this happened?
Very sweary cleric.
Last night,
A
actually.
sweary cleric. That's right.
Say as much church word as a cleric. It's just insults and sacrament, but
My bedside manner is atrocious. Rub some dirt on it.
Padre host to you.
Back in my day,
Oh God.
we walked it off.
Did you wanna move or anything, or are you good where you are?
I don't know. I like the comfort of being away from hand-to-hand combat with this thing.
I went to end-to-end combat just to protect you from it being in the same zone as you. So please don't come into close combat.
Okay,
All
I'll stay here for now.
right, Trestius.
Aim and fire with the bow.
Okay.
And the penalty for the range is what? -2?
-1.
-1.
Yeah, if it was more than 4 zones, it would be -2. That's a
I'll
good
take
hit.
that.
So that'll be 2 damage. It takes 1.
I'll have roll arrows.
So yeah, arrow sinks into it. Goopy stuff flows out of the wound.
Does that seem to do damage, or?
It seems to have some effect. You don't know how much damage, but it does seem to have an effect.
I'll take something.
Right. Desi.
Desi's staring at this thing in horror. I
So
don't
the
want
rest of
to
us.
go. Yeah, I don't really want to go near it, but I don't want Okatai there all by himself either. So I'm gonna move in and apparently take a swing at it.
Okay. So it'd be 1 action to get into the zone and then 1 to close with it.
Oh, okay. I would rather not close with it then.
Okay.
I will close with it and swing next round.
Okay. Culdy.
I have 2 ideas. Both are Hail Marys. So you let me know which. If the first one won't work at all. I have some expensive herbs with 1 attribute on them. I would like to make an animal handling roll and see if I can Hail Mary this thing onto our side.
You'll be able to direct its action for this turn.
Okay.
Actually, I'll say you can direct it for a number of turns equal to the successes you get.
Well, okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, my other idea is I'm gonna start pulling out lantern oil and make Molotov cocktails.
Oh, that's an option too.
So let's try this one first. Not that I'm particularly good at this, but we'll see. I'll push it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll take it.
So it'll kind of listen to you. You can direct its actions for basically for 1 turn.
All right. Fuck that Death Knight up.
Okay.
And I will drop the herb from my very valuable herb from my equipment as I feed it to him.
Okay. Okatai, you're up.
Okatai has pushed a howl when he decided it's its target, so he's focused on it and growling at it, just for Desi's convenience. Can I use a fast action to just move out of range of end to end to stab it with my spear?
You have to make a move roll, and if you fail the move roll, it will get a free attack against you.
Ugh. Well, I won't risk it. Just gonna stab it.
Okay.
I might need you to roll it again.
Okay.
You have 1 more strength. 6 bonus dice and 1 artifact die. If I use my pride to does it count as a push? Will I get damage?
You can only use pride if you fail.
Okay, good. But still, if I pushed a roll with pride, do I take damage?
Um,
Not sure how pride worked for that.
yeah, you would still take the damage because you do the skill, then you do the push if you want to, and then if you still fail, then you can use your pride.
Okay, great. So that's 1 damage.
Okay. Stopped by its armor.
You big piece of junk.
Alright, so that is going to be another... Oh, you take another point of damage to your agility
Yep.
at the start of the turn. And I'm going to need another endurance roll. As you can feel like, and you guys can see Okatai's breath, and you can see like frost forming on his on the drool and stuff.
That can't be good.
So that is going to be another point of damage to your agility.
Yep.
And on the next round, you're going to take 2 points of damage to your agility.
And that's gonna break me. Because I'm at 3 agility damage right now on 4.
So we have to heal him.
The Ankylosaur, though.
Take cover, Desi. He's coming through.
Incoming!
I called in artillery.
That was a lot of dice.
So the Ankylosaur comes in, and that tail just swings. Thankfully, it is not an area attack.
Yeah. Thankfully.
But it slams into that creature, and just like bones shatter, and it just drops to the ground.
Nicely done, Culdy.
Culdy's still back there making Molotov cocktails, not even seeing what happened.
I'm gonna light this fucker up. I'm gonna light him up. I'm gonna light him up.
He's gonna burn.
Okatai turned to the Ankylosaurus. I really love you, boy. And he drops. From the cold damage.
Culdy?
Yeah,
Did you just save my life?
I think so.
Something's seriously wrong with this place.
I think Okatai needs some help.
Yeah, shit. I'll go over and kind of... There's not much I can do for healing. But I will kind of stand watch over him, like get between him and the fallen Death Knight.
Okay.
Just to make sure there's,
Wait, is Okatai unconscious?
Yeah.
Actually, he is not unconscious. He is practically frozen solid.
Okay.
I'm gonna at the beginning of next turn. I don't know if we're still in turn, but I take 2 agility damage, which will break me. I think
I'll
you
use
can.
the oil I pulled out to start a fire around him.
Okay.
Near him. And I can make a graded healing. In fact, I got 4 empathy and no healing, so maybe I should use my points on get my healing up. So there's more than one healer here. But I can make a healing roll if you want.
Sure.
Death Knight's still up?
Nope.
It got smushed by the dinosaur.
I ain't pushing that. Sorry. You got fire. You got fire, but that's all you got.
But yes, the Death Knight is down. Its sword is there on the ground. Okatai is seems to be frozen solid, like petrified almost. If it wasn't for the fact that you can still see these very faint little puffs of breath, you would be extremely concerned. So he's not dead, but he is locked up.
Not good.
Not good.
Well, I'm willing to spend another willpower to heal him a point if it'll help.
I think because I'm broken, healing would be more efficient in that case.
Well, you can use the...
But my level 1 lets me help a broken comrade.
Yep, perfect.
And that's one where I can spend 1 for 1.
It is.
So how much do you need?
I'm at 0 agility on 4.
On 4?
Yep.
I'll give you.
You don't need to fully heal me, but
I'll give you 3.
great.
I'll still have 6 willpower.
Yeah, it's just 6 is lots.
As long as I'm not frozen anymore.
No, as Rizen comes up and actually, how does your Path of the Song work, Rizen? Do you just tell him a bunch of dirty jokes until he starts laughing?
You can help a broken comrade by spending will. Yeah, I'd probably sing some dirty limericks, some bad things. Like there once was a man from something Tucket.
Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with a bucket of quarters.
Just
God.
imagine Okatai dying off and being ow, ow. Don't make me laugh.
We'll have to remember
Ow.
that.
If you need a good laugh, you can look between your legs. Oh.
Everywhere where he's supposed to be.
Once it's obvious that Okatai is under some kind of care, to use that term loosely, I'm going to go over to the Death Knight.
Okay.
I need a nurse's outfit like Heath Ledger is in the Joker.
As he's thawing out, Chris,
Yep.
Trestius will just kind of walk by and pick up his book. Kind of follow Desi.
Okay.
And I'm going to go into that grave for the first time and scout for anything I would find valuable.
Before touching anything, other things might be cursed. Like touch with your eyes.
No, I think we got the curse. I'm willing to take that risk.
Yeah, so you do find basically there's the silver necklace that the Death Knight is wearing, and then the very rusty chainmail and the sword.
I don't want any of that.
Well, Trestius, you got an undead horse if you want, and a couple of undead peeps if you need.
You had a sword until your magic went awry.
If nobody cares, I will take that necklace.
It usually not a rare fact. You're gonna sell it, Culdy?
Absolutely.
I
Sounds
found
fair.
the care.
Yeah, well, you're getting half of it anyway.
Oh, am I getting half this time?
Well, we'll talk. I did save your ass.
The Ankylosaur looks over at that.
The Ankylosaur will get half.
Hey! Fuck y'all, none of you get nothing.
So half for Desi and half for the Yankee. Sounds fair.
And he just walks back to camp. He knows he's not
Fine,
getting
Culdy. Just buy the supply we need to stay alive.
I'm gonna just take a cursory look around this grave to see what I can see.
The other two bodies never moved at all. The skeleton on the horse never moved at all.
Good.
But yeah, it looks like the few things of worth were on the Death Knight.
sword, necklace, and chainmail.
Yeah.
So where were the items?
There's his longsword, his rusty chainmail, and then the necklace.
How does this chainmail compare to mine?
Since you don't have any chainmail, it's better than your chainmail.
Well, yes, that's true.
It is not as good as your studded leather.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
It needs to be cleaned and repaired.
Okay.
Somebody's already making eyes towards the necklace.
I'm going to...
Yeah, but I'm not sold on it, right? I'm not sold on it. I would take it because I figure there's no other loot there that I could actually use. But if you want it, you can have it. I basically ran and hid.
And killed it with a Nicky.
Yeah.
I made a roll, and the Yankee
Reacted well.
did what the Yankee did. I had nothing to do with that. I had some herbs. I fed the herbs and made it like a good roll.
That still counts as winning, right?
Everything, yeah. If the person standing at the end of the fight won.
How does the sword compare to Desi's?
Well, it's got a skull in it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, sharp,
Probably magical.
probably magical.
Desi, I don't need a sword, but if you'd like me to do this
Desi,
for a while.
Desi can
Is
give
it safe for me to pick it up?
give me an insight check, Desi.
You got this, Dizzy.
No, I don't. My wits is 3. This is
That's not
not
bad.
Desi's strong suit.
And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
There you go. That's a
You're
success.
real good in this game. It's weird.
It is. You watch though. That'll come back to fuck the rest of you.
You want to pick up the sword. You can feel it calling to you.
Well, I want to
Uh-oh.
pick up the sword anyway.
Yeah.
But it's not like take me. It's more of a thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, Desi doesn't even. She was kind of in the middle of, asking Trestius, "Do you think it's safe if I pick this thing up?" And she just kind of looks blank-faced for a second, and then reaches down.
Perhaps would be better. No, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna do this.
So as Desi picks up the sword, the emerald in the crossguard kind of catches the light. You think, or it flashes green, but so do Desi's eyes. And we will call it there since it is like 11:05.
It really is.
Wow, that was awesome. What a great game this is.
I love this game. I love every bit of this game.
I would love, and I think when Blood March comes out, I may, if there's time in my crazy schedule, to do another game that actually uses like one of their published settings. Because they're published.
I'm all willing for more Forbidden Land.
Okay.
This is a game that, like, when Christmas comes in, or like when you have like 5 days that people have to play, that you just binge it. It is so good. I love every bit of it.
If we ever do one of those, in-person sessions, like 4 hours, 2 days in a row, 4 hours each day, this is the game to do it with.
Yeah.
If I can ever find
really is.
a moment to get down to New Brunswick, that could be nice.
All right. So XP. Did you participate in the game session? Yes.
Yeah.
Did you travel through at least one hex? No.
Oh.
Did you discover a new adventure site? No. Did you defeat one or more monsters? Yes. And just so you guys are aware, all of those attacks, including the Anki against the Death Knight, resulted in 4 points of damage to it.
Wow.
Yikes.
The 8 points for the Purge Undead went straight through.
I mean, you have the right spell.
Did you find a treasure, 1 gold or more? Yes. Did you build a function in your stronghold? No. Activate Pride? No. Suffer from Dark Secret? Nobody suffered, but I did like how Rizen's antisocial behavior really came up.
bite me in the ass one day.
Yeah. Did you risk your life for another PC? I would say Okatai did.
I would say so. Yep.
For all of the PCs.
Yeah.
And the perform an extraordinary action, I think getting the Ankylosaur would work for Culdy for that.
And I would say that Okatai's 8 damage was the thing.
Yeah, that was really risky because that backfired too.
Yeah.
I'm a bit upset about my 9 willpower that went away, but I mean, the only reason we really beat that thing was because Okatai did enormous damage.
Yeah, that took away 3/4 of its health.
Ooh.
And seeing how much time it took us to do the quarter left, the quarter left, that was that would have been a long time, a long fight.
So that'll be 1, 2, 3 XP for everybody, 4 for Trevor, 5 for Yorick.
Nice.
Do we give one for Rizen for his foul mouth in the game?
I'm good with that.
I would.
share it.
Awesome.
Perfect. So so that'll be 4 XP for Mark and Trevor, 5 for Yorick, 3 for Tony, 3 for Anita.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I had it 0 XP for that game because of the sleeping buy, so it brings me back up.
Yeah.
But I'm willpower out.
All right. I have to go to bed. We'll see everybody on the next one.
We will
Yeah.
see everybody next time.
Which I
Everybody
Have a good night, guys.
because we play all the time.
Have a good night. Take care.
See you Saturday night for Star Trek.
Just had a question, Chris.
Sure.
Is there any way